What's up, yeds guys? Time for another video. Yeah, I'm been seeing this or hearing this commercial on FM radio or whatever other radio I listen to every once in a while. So I decided I'm tired of hearing it. I gotta make a somewhat funny video, or if you will, about this, because I think it's freaking hilarious. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if you guys remember that TV show. Every time they're coming up with new TV shows or whatever, so damn many of them now, they're taking them from regular TV and putting them on the streaming sites or whatever, and advertising you can watch them there, because there's more out there than they can fit on a week's schedule of 8 o'clock television. Times have changed, but anyway, yeah, Limitless. Yeah, Limitless. That try not to laugh here. Remember that TV show, the guy that took the pill, and only the protagonist, the hero. I only saw the previews of it. Anyway, the main hero had this, and for some reason, only he's taken this pill and he got superhero powers or whatever the hell. More phony bullshit shows. Sources getting exhausted. But I'm not talking about TV shows. I'm talking about seeing an advertisement on FM radio, on like the radio, advertising an actual pill, some kind of supplement or energy pill, for real, that they're advertising it and calling it Limitless, so they want to sell you this shit. And I gotta wonder how many people out there that are dumber than a box of rocks, that actually gullible as shit and go buy the shit. I mean, it's no different than, I don't know, like, say, politically, you know, we had, like, a political campaign, Dr. Oz, and, what's his face that got in now, Fetterman. Remember, Fetterman won the race, but remember Dr. Oz? They made all the ads about him, which was true. And basically, both had sucky the only candidates we had, period, for that political slot was sucky candidates and nobody else running. But anyway, Dr. Oz, he was a pill pusher, all kind of different goofy ass magic pills, what they were making fun of one of his things on when he had his old TV show years ago, when they had the ads against him, which were true. He was a pusher of these different kind of pills that were gullible as shit. They were buying them. What was the name of one of them off the top of my head? Something like alpha cyclodextrin or whatever the hell. You know, there was more shit like that, with dumbass names that even when some of us were small kids, they were putting shit out there. Everything from weight loss pills to shit like that, you know. But damn hilarious, you know, to sell you anything. And yeah, once in a while, even though I don't subscribe to all this guy's views, but the views that I do listen to, the Fullerton Informer, Joe Imbriano guy, one of my favorite things that I couldn't have said better myself, that he said was, quote, "Did you ever hear of a supplement tree?" He's right. I mean, I listen to a lot of his stuff about his value system. That's 90% of it I support. There's other stuff that I don't agree with right away, but you're going to get a small percentage of stuff you don't agree with everybody. But if I wanted to choose a saying that I wanted to steal off of a guy, which I don't believe in doing that, even on here in a video, if I heard a particular statement, to not copy everybody, I would rather quote it. Because that was a kind of a thing when a lot of us were in college, to avoid plagiarism. We say we want to give the credit. And some of us, instead of trying to plagiarize or grift or copy off of people, some of us actually feel more intelligent by actually honestly quoting something, and we're not shy about, because it makes us feel intelligent to quote somebody. I quoted people on things all the time, everybody from George Carlin to Henry Rollins, but that's just me. It not only makes you feel and seem more intelligent, makes you more honest, and, you know, saying you're in college, you do that without plagiarizing. But anyway, um, getting back to what I'm saying here. Yeah, dumbass shit like that. Energy drinks, it's no different than drinking a Mountain Dew. I heard bad stories about those people getting heart attacks, and you don't know what garbage they're putting in. You gotta be dumber than a box of rocks too to look at an energy drink. And you see all these funny named vitamins. Excuse me, these trying not to laugh here. And then, yeah, these funny named vitamins, like the whole side of the can, all these different vitamins, names you never heard of, and you're taking their word for all them vitamins in the can. You're taking their word for it. It's all vitamins, just because it says on the side of the can. Just like I said about when I was making fun of in a video, an old joke before we even had the internet. When I was a kid, remember Total cereal, which was nothing but bran flakes, and they had corn flakes too. Remember Total? They would tell you on the side of the box, and even a commercial, all these vitamins on the list, 100% of all these vitamins. They write it on there. You're taking their word for it, right? It's just fucking cornflakes, whether you buy Kellogg's cornflakes or somebody else's cornflakes. But people fall for that. And then once again, I quoted the people, same thing quoted from Frank Zappa in a song. You know what I mean? I'm a moron, and this is my wife frosting a cake with a paper knife. To understand the joke about that, and you'd have to know about Frank Zappa, and you'd have to have grew up with old commercials about a cake frosting that they were trying to sell you that was so cheap and runny as shit, and make it like it's better, like that. Oh, you can spread it with a paper knife, to downplay the fact and divert from the fact that it was a bunch of runny ass sugar water that you were spreading on your cake. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, they'll tell you almost anything. Like a lot of people are dumber than a box of rocks. You know, no different than if you're say if you are proud of your own biological gender. On TV, they're selling you these over-the-counter testosterone supplements or estrogen supplements, which I made my case relating to. Even this may be off the subject, but it's the it relates because of the pill mill. I might as well elaborate on that. I said the reason why I don't even care for anybody, a girl wanting to be a boy wanting to be a girl, taking female hormones, estrogen, or a chick taking testosterone to change their gender. The reason why I don't really care for that, people can do what they want to do the minute they get old enough and they're not a minor anymore. There's nothing you can do about it, unfortunately. But I said my case about disagreeing with that, I said I don't even believe in somebody in being proud of being their biological girl gender or biological boy gender, taking testosterone or artificially injected, like a dude taking artificially injected testosterone in him that he don't fucking need, or a girl taking artificially injected girl hormones or estrogen or whatever. And you can argue that in a small level, some of it's medically necessary, some legit medical necessity. But then again, I also say there how come way more of the population is being pushed into that on TV too, telling you got to go to this doctor, low T, low testosterone, low this, low that. And if you want to say, oh, you tolerate something if it's medically necessary, then all of a sudden all over TV they want half the population saying they got the syndrome and they want to sell you more testosterone, estrogen, or whatever the fuck. So then you get the people that that want to be another gender are taking the shit. And I say to people, one wants to overcome and do away with the other in a political battlefield, right? But the big pharma, they don't want to do away with your biological gender, and they don't want to do it with transgender either, because they're selling the pills to both sides of the fence. the money comes all the same. If they do away with uh, anyone, hey, they're doing away with half their income, as opposed to the people that are not big pharma, are just on a political battle, social political battlefield, sociopsychopaths trying to, excuse me, I just pigged out on some pizza I ordered up there. Yeah, excuse me. But anyway, you know what I mean? The socio-political level, the sociopathic, psychopathic political arena wants to do away with the other, but big pharma wants both sides of the fence. They don't want to do away with each other. You know what I mean? And then yeah, throw psychotropics and antidepressants in there. Some people, medically necessary, they have real things that are wrong with them, but no way, not the whole fucking population. And I also supported a website that was called An Industry of Death, which spoke a lot of truths, right? And I believe in those truths. And at the time I was looking at that website, I didn't even know they were associated with Scientology. I ain't no Scientologist, but I support people preaching it. Yeah, big pharma. Matter of fact, if you're not depressed or want to be dependent on something, or yeah, you don't want to have mental health pushed on you or whatever. Matter of fact, I actually preached that if you're not depressed or hurting and need somebody to give you magic pills, if you're somebody that snubs that shit, walks around too cocky, they'll say, oh, you're some kind of terrorist or extremist or psychopath now, probably a far right extremist or whatever. Yeah, you snub anything that is big business to these people, whether it's the psych drug pill mill, or the gender drug pill mill, or the fake supplement pill mill, then it's in some kind of act of disrespect or rebellion or whatever the hell, because yeah, it's big pharma and it's a big agenda to keep everybody dependent and in control, and dependent on the daddy that provides it for them and everything else. And if you decide to not be one of them people dependent on that, then those people unite, like, and gaslight you and gang stalk you if they could, you know what I mean? Regard you as an enemy, because they're pre-programmed to be dependent on people, and definitely in a heartbeat unite to at least verbally attack and harass and downgrade the ones that are too self-reliant and things like that. You know, I could go on and on, but yeah, limitless. Yeah, right. Well, at least with the limitless pill, they're trying to sell you some kind of thing that people sort of want, as opposed to being forever depressed, I guess, and shit like that. I mean, they're trying to scam people who actually want to be empowered, but they want to scam those who want to be empowered, the ones who think there's magic pills involved in that, and there ain't. Yeah, no magic pills for anything. A little bit of tenacity and defiance and resistance of pain, a little work and a little arrogance, and there you go. I mean, but yeah, I never get, one of the best statements that I would borrow or steal from a YouTuber. Yeah, Joe Imbriano there, the Fullerton Informer. Yeah, when he said, quote, "When have you ever heard of a supplement tree?" And I seen other people in certain exercise or other kind of training videos. I remember a guy's face, but I'm bad with names. He said other people have said this too. There's no magic pills for anything that you want to physically do. Some supplements are real to a point, but there's arguments about whether any of them are doing any good or whether they stay in your system. Like, I mean, you can go on and do a lot of videos about that shit, you know what I mean? But Yeah, but I was making fun of that shit. Yeah, limitless. Yeah, you got to be a damn dumb as a box of damn rocks.